Hello everybody, and we are playing Birthdays, the Beginning. And I am Tommy Vortex. So we're going to continue on from where we left off. Life news is displayed on the right, but you can see new displayed right next to the phytoplankton. This is how you find out when new life forms are born. Make sure you don't miss a single birthday. The cube status below will show you the information about this world. Temperature fluctuations, flora, fauna, status, terrain proportions, stuff like that. It sounds all fancy, but it's not that fancy. Oh yeah, I need to show you the mechanics of birthing life. Temperature is the most important factor for life to be born. And trust me, I know. Because if you raise something too high, then things will die. If you raise it, if you lower it too low, then things will die again. Generation and geographical change matters too, but the most important by far is temperature. Now, the ratio of sea to land determines the temperature. The more land there is, the lower the temperature, and the more sea there is, the higher the temperature. Elevation is a factor. High elevations make lower elevation, and vice versa. We'll find out what that is later. If you remember that while you shape the terrain, various life forms will be born. I mentioned before how you can progress time, but I'll tell you something a little bit more useful. At the bottom of the screen, you can change the speed at what the time progresses. L1 and start and stop time. L2 will fast forward and stop time, so much faster. Starting time will heal your HP, while fast forwarding will consume it. Now let's try fast forwarding time. Press L2. And we see the number of the phytoplankton should go up 61,000, 89,000, 137,000. And we've got zooplankton, that's a strange name. A new species has been born. That makes 3 birthdays now. Okay, expect to see a lot more. As a reward, I'll heal your HP. Now what was born was the zooplankton, the first multicellular organism. Probably didn't say that right. It eats phytoplankton to survive. This is the first link in the food chain. Let's explain a little more about life forms. Sometimes the environment can no longer support a species when their numbers begin to increase. When that happens, a species will adapt to the environment, and through evolution, a new species will be born. Sometimes one species will appear because another one's gone extinct. Life sure is mysterious, isn't it? After the third life form is born, you can continue on. You can zoom in and change the terrain and do all sorts of stuff. Then just go to the macro mode and let time unfold again. If you're ever not sure what to do, press R3 for a hint. Use it whenever the need arises. So we can start time, and the number increases. 377,000, 459,620, and we have a storm light. Another species was born. Another birthday to celebrate. Happy birthday. This is a stormlight, a rock-like organism that's made out of algae that lives in high-temperature shallows. Why was the stormlight born, you ask? Well, not really, but anyway, let's just go along with it. Because the location met the conditions for life, therefore it was born. That means you can expect them to thrive in these conditions too. Location factors are all sorts of variables such as temperature, height, terrain, and more. You might want to zoom in and look for hints. Now you know the 3 important factors of birthing life. Temperature, life and prosperity, extinction, location. These 3 factors have a deep connection to the birth of this world. When life is born, the other might go extinct. Life forms that cannot adapt will die off. Life forms that are in danger of going extinct will be display an exclamation mark in life news. These explanations are getting lengthy, but please bear with me. Press triangle to enter the world. Yes, this is the screen in micro mode. And macro and micro mode may seem similar, but don't mix them up. Now we've talked about the minimap before. The minimap will display the position of all the organisms in this world. Islands appear with yellow, but animals and plants are displayed as coloured dots. Try looking for the Stormalite. It was just born. If you approach the organism you haven't appeared, a pink triangle will appear. Click and click the touchpad button to capture the life form into your library. Sorry about that, dog's barking. This information can be viewed at any time. Organisms will be displayed in the window. Now give it a try. Okay, this is the Stormalite. You can get it. No, not yet actually. It's in the sea. Deep sea. Just going to take a quick drink. So, an algae native to very hot shallows utilizes photosynthesis to convert carbon dioxide into oxygen. We only have 360. It's a 1 star. And I have leveled up. Whippy. Yippee. So, congratulations of leveling up. There's one benefit to capturing. It's how you obtain XP. XP is used to power up your avatar. The more you capture, the more XP you gain to level up your avatar. You'll gain more HP for the terrain, for creating terrain. You can adjust the size of the cursor too. So now you see it's 9, it used to only be 1. Use the left and right directional buttons to adjust the cursor sizes. When the life is born, you find it and capture it. This process is very important. It is crucial. There's a view mode that is a different point of view than the micro mode, and it's useful for getting a wide view of the surroundings in the area. It has other useful functions too. In view mode, the minimap displays organisms that haven't been captured yet. You'll find out why that's convenient soon enough. The controls in view mode are simple. Just use the left stick to move and use the right stick to look around. You can use the directional buttons to move between the left stick and directional buttons, so use whichever suits you best. In view mode, you cannot raise or lower terrain, like ground. However, you can ascend with R1 and descend with R2. That's all I have to say for now. Now go ahead and give it a try. Press L3 to switch between. So now we can get a good look at the Stormalite. This should be down here. So now we're going to have a good look at it. Good close up look, too close. Oh yes, I am looking at something. And now you see we could ascend, descend, ascend, descend. So now I achieved something. It's just alright. Oh, you're sad because nothing is there. Like I said, this world is pretty much in your hands. Now let's return to the macro mode. Do you understand how this world works now? Before you move on, there's one more thing I'd like to teach you. If you press options, you can change the control setting and adjust the volume and save your data. Extinction is usually a natural part of life, but if you have to save data... what am I talking about? Well, never mind, let's just move on. To birth a new species, you need more Stormalites. If zooplankton is present, that means there are shallows. To descend to flat terrain on the Stormalites, it'll be easier for them to flourish. They have an easier time increasing in wide areas, so okay, let's keep that in mind. This is true for all our organisms, so make sure you remember that. Now try widening the shallows. Your goal is 100. Let's just see what happens if we just let it go. 380. this. And we've done it already. Congratulations, nice job. Thank you. Here's a small present, it's called a Seed of Life. The next step is to birth a new organism. If you use the Seed of Life, the organism suited to that location will be born. Use the item to create a new organism, Cyclomedusa. That's actually a really cool name. Cyclomedusa are basically ancestral jellyfish, so very, very old jellyfish. They live in high temperatures, seas, and float along the water surface eating plankton. Approach the stromatolites and use the Seed of Life. I just want to get a bunch more stromatolites and zooplanktons first, because just in case we face extinction. 5,000, that's enough. So now there's going to be multiple stromatolites here. We're going to use the Seed of Life and birth the Cyclomedusa. Now go back to the macro and let time unfold. Is he going to say anything? We have the Cyclomedusa. Everything's going smoothly. Here, a Seed of Evolution. This induces an evolution in organisms. By using it on the life form, you can turn it into its evolved form. That's really good, because Seed of Evolution's quite rare. Use a Seed of Evolution to make a colony out of a stromatolite. Oh, well, that's like seaweed. Colony is a seed from the Proterozoic era. First enter the micro mode, find a stromatolite. Once you have a stromatolite, use the Seed of Evolution. But basically, actually, even if you don't use the seed, colony will appear under the right conditions. If you can birth a new organism without using items, something good might happen later. Anyway, once you've birthed a colony, you can move on. Let's go have a look at the Cyclomedusa first. It's actually quite cute. It's not that cute, but a little jellyfish. Primitive jellyfish that float through very hot seas, consuming plankton. They can be found as stromatolites. Why are you here? So let's take a look at the tree. Colonia needs 43 degrees to 53 degrees. So that should just be born. So let's give that a go. This may take some time. I have a feeling Cyclomedusa might go extinct. I'm just gonna check. Right, burn at 43 degrees to 53. That means 51 degrees should be found. It needs the sea. They can be found near stromatolites. The broth of life. Okay, no, it won't go extinct anymore. It's just, ooh. I wonder why it's not really increasing. Let's just increase it now. We'll do that in the next episode, but that's all for now. Bye bye.